Hi, my name is Graham. This is the Network Change Simulator, an MCP server for an agentic LLM doing network engineering tasks to pause and then safely test the network changes before hitting production. So if the LLM in the moment ever thinks to itself, wait, is this what I should be doing? Now it can reach out to a server with a GNS3 or other sort of simulation software running on it and actually pin up a lab and try the change in that environment rather than doing it directly live. So in this demo, I'll show how it simulates VLAN interface and BGP neighbor changes against a real lab, and how you can call it as an MCP tool from a client. The target persona is an infrastructure or network engineer rolling out. So the target persona is a automated AI agent doing network engineering work, either by running playbooks, going out and actually uh, running things manually or whatnot. I can actually demo that if I go to ChatGPT and then I select agent mode here and I say log into https colon lab.ramposh.com. Go to Maestro, and then the password is autocon user to very secure. So this should just give some sense of what agents can do nowadays. So the agent should set up its environment and go in and try to do that. So so you so this so the target audience for this are to have these tools. These tools are necessary because all around the world right now there are rollouts of 1.3 gigawatt data centers, and this is these are things that are going up all around the world. There's one near me in Abilene, Texas. There's one in Wisconsin recently. So if I search Abilene, Texas data center, um, the flagship location is there for the Stargate project. And you've got to remember, the Stargate project is just one data center that's going up all over the world. It's just one collection of data centers. It's part of OpenAI. And there's also data centers going up for Microsoft, data centers probably for Google. So there's going to be hundreds of these up over the next few decades. The very first ones are going up now, and we can see, in fact, in their image announcing it, a lot of it is simply just a hole in the ground right now. So once these are up and they're bringing these things up, it's going to be really important to have tools like mine that allow an agent that allow agentic AI to go in and use tools. So we can see here the AI logged in there. We should be able to see it actually perform. Yeah, so if I click this and get a back there, so we can see the AI is in there. We can see the AI is thinking. We should see it move its mouse around. Let's tell it to do that. So let's say do a show run on a device. Okay, we should be able to see it move the mouse around, send that show run. So that's who this is for, is people building these data centers that want to get it right, and have it happen faster, and kind of have a method to do these better. So it allows them to enhance their tools here. Um, with oh yeah, so we can see now. So here's an AI agent thinking about what to do next. It's going to follow my instructions, and then yeah, it's pulling up there. Yeah, now it's going to my lab. This is lab.grandposh.com. It's going to log in to Maestro, is a machine I'm procuring, and then it's going to yep. So this yep. So there we go. So now it clicks the link. It logs in with the credentials that I gave it. There we go. Now here I had it try to get a show run, so it should be trying to do that. It does have an issue with keystrokes, but anyways, uh, this is the persona. So my submission here is giving a tool to these agents that can go in and help bring up these massive data centers all over the world. So the tool is network change simulator. So I have a lightning node here. I'm gonna be submitting multiple projects, but this one project is just for the track one, the building MCP track enterprise. Hopefully I'll submit more projects that are more sophisticated than what you see here, but this is the first submission. So so this is the Gradio interface for the MCP server. On the left, I pick a change type. So these are the kinds of changes. Now, if we're sophisticated, we have more options here, but you can get a sense of what's going on. So as the AI is in the network thinking, what should I do? It can come up with these options. So let's start with a low risk example. So that'll be staging a VLAN on a leaf pair for a new rack. So we're gonna, there we go, hit run lightning risk simulator. So now it processes for just a few seconds, and there we go. This is not a very risky action. 14. So we've got pre-change checks that it could do, post-change checks, description, staging. So this is a very low risk thing. So it's good for it to know how risky what it is doing. So yeah, so you can see it checks Maestro's health via Maestro health check. We can go in the code and look at that briefly, but it's actually reaching out to, so from space.app import demo. So it's actually reaching out to my real server that I showed in this example here of it going in and doing that. It's hosting another thing. So should say, oh yeah, demo. Demo.launch. Yeah, okay, so as demo, so yeah, here we go. So so yeah, this is the code here that it's bringing in, and we should see in here it be able to interact with the, yeah, so the Maestro uh, uh, what 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 why don't we see the, we should see the URL to, we should see the URL. Oh, oh yeah, right here, right here, right here. So so this is a variable I set up in the space. I went to settings, and then down here in the variable. So I gave it a link to Maestro. So it's actually interacting with Maestro to make these assessments. So it's already hooked up with a live network simulation device that I have hosted up at lab.grandposh.com, a modular network automation lab. So it's already hooked up to a real lab, but how they would use it for these data centers, that they build out kind of a comprehensive simulation lab. And then as the AIs are working, they can do things like a risk assessment that I've seen here, that we've seen here. They can perform just a basic risk assessment. So we can see some things are riskier than others. That's a 14, very low risk for the VLAN. 38, it's riskier to commit it to the uplinks, because then you'll lose access to it if something goes wrong. rather than the downstream links. BGP Neighbor, removing fabric on a neighbor leaf. That sounds pretty risky to me, so it got 100%. So the AI can say, "Oh, this is super risky. Let's do it in the simulation first." And it'll go in a simulation and report back, this is exactly what happened. We can't do this because it would take it down and would affect all these services. So before you change anything in the network, um, this will the AIs and even just a human operator can use this risk assessment. All right, so Network Change Simulator is a Track 1 MCP server for enterprise networking that turns changes that gives you back just a simple risk score um, for and explains how risky it is. This can help agents to plan and validate changes safely instead of just blindly pushing things. If you tell an agent to do something dangerous, it can evaluate the risk and decide not to. And then we can also see, of course, how this could lead into more sophisticated things that would be really valuable for like these new data centers going up all over the world, to allow the agent um, to actually simulate the change and see how it affects things before it actually makes it in the real world.